Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Crypto Traders Club. First chart we're going to look at is Decentraland. Please like and subscribe to the video if you like the content. One thing that we're going to do today is we've been working on a custom indicator. If you stay till the end, we're going to go through and give you a sneak peek of what we're working on and show you how this can work for pretty much any crypto, as well as even stocks. We might throw Tesla in at the end. So the first one we're going to take a look at today is Decentraland. This is a really good buying opportunity for about a 10-11% gain on this trade. Come back up and retest the resistance here. If you want to get in around 0.71, right around now, it'd be a really great risk reward where you have a really tight stop in case it does flip this trending line right now. But I think this is a really good buying opportunity here. Given what Bitcoin's going to do today, it's been coming down a little bit, so we'll get into that a little bit later in the video as well. Next one we're going to take a look at is Fantom. Another good buying opportunity for a good risk to reward. 16% target profit, 3.5% stop loss. Again, it's bouncing off of this resistance line here, hopefully going back up to the recent highs. Next one we're going to take a look at is Zilliqa. Very similar pattern. We're going to wait for this to come down a little bit to around 0.028 about to get in, and then have a stop of 3% with a target profit of 13%. All three of these have very similar patterns, so we're going to look for it to bounce off of the resistance and head back up to the recent highs. Next one we can take a look at is Dent. This one is breaking through just a little bit, but it did right here and bounced right back up. So if you want to take this, could be a good opportunity here. The reason we're not taking it is just due to the risk reward. So one of the things to take a look at is, you'd have to have a pretty tight stop of 1.5%, and really anything can happen there before seeing some downside action. The other reason is the profit on this isn't great. It's 6%, and it's coming into a pretty good resistance zone. It could break through that, but just the numbers and percentages are not in our favor on that one. Next one we'll take a look at is Algorand. So if we see a little bit more downside on Bitcoin, we could expect Algorand to come back down to around 0.25 cents. Could have a 8 to 10% profit on this trade. Next we'll look at Polygon. Polygon, we've been talking about this, I think, for about a week now, expecting it to come up to $1.25, and it did multiple times, but we weren't too sure. This time, if it does retest that, we would be looking at a short opportunity and see some downside action to retest this trend line that it has quite a bit of room to go. Next one is Cosmos. Looking at $13.90 for a buying opportunity to come up in this channel that has been trading in for quite some time. So looking for it to come down there for an entry, putting the stop below the recent trend line that it broke for support, as well as a potential 10 to 14% profit. We'll keep you posted on that. So if you like this content, we also have a link to our Discord where we do live calls and updates in real time with the trades that we're taking, and get in the community of traders as well. Okay, now we're gonna get into the fun stuff. We'll get into Bitcoin. We'll show you some a sneak peek of the indicator that we're working on. So we're gonna hide this, turn this on, and there we go. So we're gonna start with the weekly. So if we go out and zoom out, you can see here that it recently called this explosive move from about, what was it, $16,000, about 16,000, up to where it is now at 24. And it called both of the tops around 60,000 to 60, what was this at? This was at 62, yeah, $62,000 on both of these. And it's just been in the sell ever since. And now it's just indicated a buy recently. I think we might, at the very most, test 25,000 and then come back down and potentially even retest lows given what's going on with the economy later in the year. We'll see. This has been a pretty good indicator so far. And if we look at the daily, it called this recent move up at from 16,000 to 24,000. So again, even it called it on the daily, called it on the weekly. And this one's a little bit more granular, so you can see a little bit more buy and sells. This works for most cryptos and stocks as well. And then if we look at the hourly, this one's a little bit more sporadic, but yeah, so it recently said to sell right here, and there has not been a buy. I'm looking for a buy today here for the trades that we took, so we'll see if that prints. We'll keep you updated in Discord if that happens. Next one we'll take a look at is just for fun. We'll take a look at Tesla. We'll look at the daily. Tesla had some pretty big moves recently and had a pretty good call on this one and went from about $115 to $200, so almost a 100% move. And it recently called before that the sell alert in this channel. So keep in mind, it's not good to just follow one indicator, but to use it as a potential support for your trades. If multiple things align, gives you a higher probability. So we still use charting and analysis, and then we throw this on top for confirmation. But we do not go by this. We're still working on it, tweaking it. So we'll share that with our community a little bit later in the coming weeks or months, and we'll keep you posted on that as well. Thanks for your time, and look forward to seeing you in Discord.